On September 1st, 2017, Lauren Hugelmaier Phelps made her usual social media posts and turned in for the night. It may come as no surprise that the life Lauren portrayed on social media was a slightly more glossy version of the real deal, but the daily grind of her legitimate life had begun to grow burdensome, and she knew something had to change. Perhaps her thoughts raced inside her head, laid on a pillow next to her newlywed hubby, Matthew Phelps. Their relationship began like something out of a Hollywood heart-tugger, a middle school crush that culminated in a fairy tale wedding. But lately, their once perfect storm of romance and fantasy had become a hurricane of deceit and excess. Matthew looked like a choir boy, and at least appeared to be on his way to becoming a man of God. But his youth pastor good looks concealed an ugliness that consumed his very soul. He appeared to be praising the Lord, but was he really serving the devil? This is a man who blamed his cold blood on cold medicine, and this is absolutely criminal. Matthew and Lauren met as middle school classmates in Bowling Green, Kentucky. They had always remained friends, but went their separate ways until one night, Matthew looked her up on Instagram and messaged her. They hadn't seen each other in many years, and Lauren didn't even recognize him at first. They got reacquainted, now as adults, and that special spark between them grew into a whirlwind romance, culminating in nuptials on November 11th, 2016. The playful couple, both self-described nerds, had a lightsaber duel at their reception. Just 9 months after wielding those fictional swords of light, Matthew summoned his dark side and plunged a bona fide blade of cold steel into his wife's heart. In a frenzy that likely took only minutes, his knife came down 123 times as he betrayed his vows in the most sinister way. And then, he says he woke up. If we are to believe Matthew, he was conked out on cold medicine and came to from a dreamlike stupor in the dead of night. Lauren was on the ground before him, bloody from head to foot, and her blood was literally on his hands, already dried. Just after 1 a.m., he dialed 911.
911 was the address of the emergency.
The Tuxton Drive.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I think I killed my...
What do you mean by that? What happened?
I had a dream, and then I turn on the lights and she's dead on the floor.
How?
I have blood all over me, and there's a bloody knife on the bed, and I think I did it.
Alright, stay on the phone with me. I'm getting her ambulance, okay?
I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Alright, stay on the phone with me, sir. I just gotta ask you a few questions, okay? I'm getting some help to you. Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I can see her.
Okay. Alright, how old is the patient?
She's 29.
Okay. Is she awake at all right now? What makes you think she's dead? Is she awake?
She's not breathing.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, do you think she is beyond any help?
I don't know. I'm too scared to get too close to her.
Okay, just stay on the phone with me, sir. I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
I'm so scared.
All right, I've already sent the paramedics to help you, okay? I'm sending someone to assist you. When did you wake up?
No, I don't know. I took more medicine than I should have.
What medicine did you take?
I took Precedents, cough and cold, because I know it can make you feel good. So a lot of times I can't sleep at night.
Okay.
I took some.
While I'm sure the good folks at Precedents were thrilled with that shout-out, Bayer, its manufacturer, put out a statement saying there was no evidence to suggest Precedents is associated with violent behavior. The medicine's active ingredient, dextromethorphan, or DXM, is effective in small doses for suppressing coughs. It is chemically related to the psychoactive drugs PCP and ketamine, and when abused in megadoses can cause, among many other things, hallucinations and euphoria. Due to its over-the-counter accessibility, it is popular with teenagers as a cheap and legal high. When taking a dose at the highest plateau, starting at about 30 times the recommended amount, one's mind can detach from its body, with closed-eye visuals similar to drugs like LSD.
Am I the alien? Am I the alien?
Back to the 911 call. Matthew clearly did seem dazed and confused. That was about to fade, however, and the horror of what he'd done appeared to sink in. Whatever you may think of Matthew's cold medicine excuse, one thing is certain. Lauren Hugelmaier awoke to a living nightmare.
Are you sure it's not breathing?
She's not moving. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here with you, okay? Just see if she's breathing, okay? Can you see her from where you're at?
Yeah, it's so bad. There's so much blood.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stay here on the phone with you until help gets there, okay? Just don't touch anything. Just look at is she breathing at all? Is her chest moving? Is anything going on with her?
The blood's not wet on me. The blood is dry. I don't know what oh my God.
Alright, I've already sent the paramedics to help you. Just stay on the line. I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do next, okay? Are you right by her?
Oh my God. I mean, I can see her, but oh my God.
Stay with me, sir. I know this is upsetting, but we're gonna try to do as much for her as you can. If you're not sure that she's gone, we're gonna try to help her, okay? So just listen carefully. Just listen, okay, sir? First, just look at her right now. Tell me what you see. Is the chest moving? Is she breathing? Anything at all?
No, she's not moving at all. Oh my God. No, he didn't deserve this. Why?
Is there anyone else at all in the home with you, or is it just you and her?
No, just her.
Okay, well, alright, is the door unlocked?
I don't know.
Can you go do that for me, sir? That way the paramedics can get in? Are you able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and stay on the phone with me. Go ahead and unlock the door, okay? What'd you say, sir? Go ahead and unlock the door. Let me know when she done that, okay? Let me know when the door's unlocked. Okay, you said officers are there?
No.
I'm gonna let you go.
He certainly sounds astonished and remorseful, or was at least trying to come off that way. Depending on your point of view, Matthew either killed Lauren in his sleep or premeditatedly murdered her as she slept. Committing murder while high on DXM is not unprecedented. The cold medicine defense has been used in court before, even successfully.
A man in Spokane Valley walked up to an 8-year-old boy who was playing on an iPad and randomly started stabbing him with a knife this evening. That man is now in jail and the boy will be all right. It happened at the Hyco gas station on Sprague Avenue. Witnesses told Spokane police that the 8-year-old boy was sitting with his father at a table in the gas station when 30-year-old Bruce D. Landell walked into the store, grabbed the boy, and stabbed him multiple times before the father and other people in the store were able to restrain him.
In 2018, Bruce Derek Landau claimed he was high on DXM when he thought he was the spawn of Lucifer. He stabbed an 8-year-old boy in Spokane, Washington, because he said he felt like he had to kill a child. He pled guilty to second-degree attempted murder in 2020 and was sentenced to 160 months in prison. One early morning in 2011, 19-year-old Michael Anderson called 911 and told the operator he killed his 36-year-old roommate Stephen Starr, then did some things to his body he wouldn't want anyone to see. In the 7-minute call, he blames the murder on hallucinations from Mucinex DM. Like Coricidin, the active ingredient is DXM. His cold medicine mea culpa may have worked in his favor here, considering his sentence, although he carved the word Joker in his victim's chest and left an axe in his stomach. He got 16 to 20 years in prison. 19-year-old Shane Tilley used the DXM defense and was found not guilty by reason of insanity when he killed his friend Andrew Lubin, stabbing him 24 times outside his apartment complex in 2007. Lauren's family rejected Matthew's cold medicine cop-out, insisting he murdered his wife because he thought she was planning to leave him. Matthew had been spending the couple's money faster than Lauren could bring it in. She was the sole breadwinner in the home, at times working 2 jobs plus her online MLM sales marketing. She labored away while Matthew stayed home and played video games, spending thousands on his Xbox. Her toil was really taking a toll, and she had indeed begun making plans for her life after Matthew. Lauren's family and friends began to notice the growing stress in her life. The once happy-go-lucky Disney princess fan was now often sullen and reticent to talk about her relationship with Matthew. They say he was a master manipulator, and Lauren had recently told them Matthew assaulted his previous wife and lied about their reason for separation. Her father, Dale, says he wonders every day what he could have done different or what signals he missed. Her mom said she had looked nervous and edgy lately, but didn't get to the bottom of it. It seems there was little anyone could do to derail the fate train on a collision course with Lauren Hugelmaier. Matthew Phelps was obsessed with the classic horror film American Psycho. The film's synopsis reads, in New York City in 1987, a handsome young urban professional lives a second life as a gruesome serial killer by night. It's described as a wry comedy, examining the elements that make a man a monster. He had an alternate Instagram page devoted to the film, and more than one friend has said Matt wondered aloud what it would be like to kill someone. October 5th, 2018. just over a year after the senseless massacre, Matthew, in true coward fashion, struck a deal to avoid the death penalty and pleaded guilty to murdering his wife Lauren. When all was said and done and the shackles were secure, there had been no mention of the Precedents excuse.
I am sorry that I took away Lauren's life, a life that was deeply connected to so many people. Her family, her friends, her church, her co-workers, and especially her nephews. And though I am the very least of these, I took her away from myself. This was a senseless, mindless act, and I regret every step that led me in that direction. I feel like a monster, one of the wretched, a part of the darkness we don't speak of. That darkness consumed me until I was blind to the path I had taken and deaf to my own cries for help. I hope my life will be an example of the consequences for those who think that drinking, drugs, and carelessness will only affect themselves. And even though I'll never be able to make up for the loss and the grief that I have caused all of you, I hope you will begin to see that I am doing everything I can from here to show you that I'm sorry.
Today, Lauren Hugelmaier is remembered and celebrated with family and friends posting regularly to her Facebook page, now a memorial to a life taken too early. A reminder of all the moments they are missing and the memories they could be making. Matthew Phelps, the man who stole her away from so many, will one day die in prison. Closure, perhaps, but no comfort for a family that will be forever incomplete.